What is going on for Pisces? Hold up. I need to get the dice out. We're going to do the dice, y'all. All right. What's going on for Pisces? Okay, at this time, I'm going to stop answering questions, you guys. Unless somebody would like a personal reading, now would be a great time to let me know, or you're going to have to wait till after the Pisces read, which can last up to like 45 minutes sometimes. So let me know. Last call. Afterwards, I'll be available for some questions as well as personal readings again, okay? Just to let me know, y'all. All right, let's jump in, y'all. So Pisces, what is going on with you for October? Let's see. Okay, 29. Somebody could be 29, be born on the 29th, be born in 92. Be life path 11 or 2. One more. 17. 17, 29. 29, 17. Okay, life path 8 could be significant. Somebody could be born in 71 or be born on the 17th. Okay, August 29th could be significant. I think we got that in the first energy check too. Maybe November 8th or November 17th or February 17th or February 8th could be significant. Play around with the numbers, y'all. Let me get one on the big die, please, for Pisces. 81. Okay, somebody could be born in 81. Somebody could be a life path 9. Okay, put it where it fits, y'all. These could be, 1781 could be like an address or part of the last 4 of a phone number or social or part of a license or, play around with it, y'all. All right, let me get some initials, first, middle, last, on the alphabet die for this reading for Pisces for October. D, T, DTJ, JT, TJ, JD, DJ. Somebody could be a DJ. One more. DTJF. First, middle, last, y'all. This could be you, them, who they're dealing with. What house is significant? Nice. Life path 9. Joel, you're 9. Okay, house 2 is significant, y'all. So this is about what we could be pulling on. And some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. You don't have to be. It could just be what this house represents. But this is about like values, feelings, self-worth, talent. Maybe that Queen of Cups in the reverse in the energy check could be a Pisces. Because a lot of times they kind of like link together the readings. Just saying, the Pisces Queen could be like the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Cups. A lot of the time, this is about self-worth and stuff. So there could be somebody. This could be about what this reading is about, maybe. This is also about social privileges, cultural background, possession, security, earning ability, and money. This is a fixed energy associated with Venus, which is about your capacity to love and your values. So those could be significant themes to what we're about to pull on. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, a lot of life path 9s, y'all. Sick. And we're getting, that's Taurus energy, house 2. And Venus is all about, the sign shows your attitudes and needs in love. What you value most and attract to yourself. It's also about refinement and money gained or lost. So any of those themes could be significant for this reading, Pisces. What house do you need more of for Pisces? Capricorn. Yeah, this is a continuation, y'all. So that lazy energy, I don't know if this is you, Pisces, but all I ask is that you're open to the messages. Maybe this is somebody in your energy. Okay? Maybe there's somebody with like low self-worth that's hating on somebody that's maybe got Capricorn in their chart and works really hard, or there could be somebody in this energy that doesn't really want to work for the things that they have, whether that be in their career, the relationship, whatever. It kind of feels like the same kind of energy here. So what somebody needs more of is career, reputation, professional achievement, moral conditions. direction in life, life goals, prestige and position. This is Capricorn energy associated with Saturn. Maybe what somebody needs more of is responsibility and rules, how to operate within the limitations of society. You know, limitations like understanding the rules, you know, because in the first energy check, it was somebody who tried to steal something, and that's just not okay, period. So I don't know if somebody tried to steal something from you, Pisces, if you're dealing with this energy, but it does feel very connective to the energy check that we just did. Okay, or you could be a karmic Pisces, and hopefully you ascend with these messages. I don't judge, y'all. I'm just here to deliver the messages. Hopefully that people, at least to the very least, are open about, you know, absorbing the information. Okay, so what's up, y'all? So what we need more of is actually working for things, and, you know, direction in life. And this could be about self-worth. This could be about, you know, the way somebody makes money, or their entitlement, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get something on the astro dice. Okay, there could be a sun sign Cancer here. Somebody could be a Cancer sun. Somebody could have Gemini and Venus. Somebody here could have Aries and Neptune. Okay. So let's see. So somebody takes like aggressive action when it comes to their fantasies, when it comes to their daydreams. I like karmics that can have any kind of self-awareness and realize, oh shit, I am being karmic. Anyone, even people that are evolved, can be karmic to some degree. You know, none of us are perfect, y'all. What I can appreciate is growth. I really love seeing growth in people. I love seeing that. Okay, so if somebody's lower vibrational, it's like, I'm not judgmental. I understand. But this is one of those situations where if you're just lazy and low vibrational, you know, maybe that's some kind of symptom of depression or entitlement, you know, delusions of grandeur. I don't like any of that stuff, really. But we all have our moments, exactly. And, you know, hopefully, you know, that's not realistic, though. It's like, in the world, you gotta work for what you have. You can't just take from people. And with that, with Aries and Neptune, because we rolled that on the astro dice, somebody here, they act aggressively when it comes to their fantasies. So maybe somebody had a fantasy of having what someone else has, and they acted on it and tried to steal something. But that's not okay. Okay? And with the Gemini and Venus, maybe somebody's a little bit, they could have like an addictive personality when it comes to love. They could be kind of like changeable maybe sometimes. You know, two moods, you know, it's a duality sign. And then what else did we roll? Can't remember. But with those two things, it's just telling me that, like, yeah, somebody could have acted on a fantasy that wasn't, like, grounded in reality. Yeah, they were neglecting their duties here. October could be significant. Life path 1. Ingratitude, exactly. So not only is somebody lazy, but they're also ungrateful. It's just an ugly, extremely unattractive energy. It's rotten. I don't like it. All right, hopefully this isn't you, Pisces, but if you are karmic Pisces that I'm reading for, understand that this energy is extremely rotten and it needs to change, okay? And it's not going to be a situation where you can spray some Febreze. That shit is gross. It needs to change from the inside out, okay? You can't just go around in life ungrateful, neglecting your duties, being lazy, and then trying to steal from other people. That's just not... Then you're a hazard to society, okay? It's just not something that we can be doing. All right, so if you ended up in my channel and you relate to this, maybe it's because you're depressed. Maybe there's an inner wound that you need to tend to. Or maybe you're a narc, okay? Maybe you're a narc shark, y'all. I don't know. But it's not going to work either way, okay? And it's not right. There's laws, thank God, to protect people from this kinds of energy. You're going to get yourself imprisoned if you continue with this. Nobody finds this attractive at all. So maybe, Pisces, you're dealing with somebody like this, or this could be you. Okay. Life path 3, March could be significant. Somebody could be born on the 3rd. Area codes 310, 301. Okay. October 3rd, March 10th could be significant. Put it where it fits, y'all. Yeah, somebody just does, they're not responsible and they're ungrateful and they feel entitled to take what other people have. It's just like, can you get any more ugly? I just don't like it. It's very unattractive. Oof. Like, this is, I'm gonna stop. We're gonna stop. Okay, let's continue. Okay, what's the soul truth for Pisces? Oh my goodness, what a bad vibe. All right, but Spirit wants you to get this message, so let's see. What's the soul truth for Pisces? For October, please, Spirit. Do I know all my strengths, and am I using them? Yeah, maybe somebody has a lack of belief in themselves, and that's why they act like this, okay? We all have superpowers, Pisces, but it's up to us to uncover them, which takes exploration and inquisition, okay? You have to be curious and not put the fear of failure before imagination and trying things out and exploring, okay? A lot of people that aim for perfectionism, which is unrealistic, instead of authenticity, they do this, and they limit themselves to exploration and practicing or finding themselves because they're afraid of failure, or they don't have the patience to put the work in, or they just want it without having to put the work into it. That's not realistic, and it's ugly. It's very freaking ugly. It's disgusting. Okay, so when we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. Okay, this inspires others to do the same. So ask yourself, in the month of October, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Okay, thank you so much, y'all. For anybody who's sending me gifts, I love it. I love it, y'all. It reminds me of the Febreze quote, because it's like the breeze. Did you just see that gift? The way that it like fanned. I love it. That's funny. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you. All right, it helps me. It helps me show up with being able to stock my supplies and get new decks and stuff. So anybody that is donating and sends me gifts, I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's get a rune, please, for Pisces for October. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. And Suze. Okay, so this is about the mouth and the word. So something about what somebody says, how they speak. This is the rune that's dedicated to Odin. This rune is that of wisdom and communication, creation, singing, poetry, magic, incantation, inherited from the gods. So somebody here has a literal gift. It could be something creative. It could be something about the throat chakra that is inherited from the Most High. It's theirs. It's their birthright. It's protected. So this, whatever this is, this it's meant for somebody. And then at the bottom we have Radho in reverse, which is the opposite, which is the wheel in reverse. So somebody has some kind of bad karma for trying to mess with this, Pisces. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so there's somebody uses the power of the spoken word, their gift for gab, for good. And then there's the absolute opposite energy, who uses their communication to cause destruction, to cause chaos. Maybe they don't express themselves directly, or they're not honest with their communication, or they, demean somebody that actually is high vibrational with their communication. I don't know what it is that they do, but it went against the flow of the universe. They're not on the right path here. And if they came for somebody like this, Ansus in the upright, it's like, this is protected. So all you're doing is, building karmic debt for yourself, basically. Okay, whoever this is. This could be you. This could be somebody in your energy, Pisces, okay? Something is inherited from the Most High. It's part of somebody's spiritual birthright. And maybe you have a gift like this, but you're crucifying somebody else's gift instead of taking that energy to explore and finding your own. You know what I mean? So it's like somebody has used communication for like destructive purposes, or lying, or gossiping, and you know that's a form of black magic. Okay, and if it's towards somebody that's protected, then all you're gonna do is get a return to sender and curse yourself. So I would highly suggest to stop, or for somebody that's doing this to you, Pisces, to stop. Okay? And to put all that energy into finding a way, finding a will, finding the energy to explore your own strengths or their own strengths, and how and are you actually using them. So if you do have some kind of gift of gab or communication, stop using it for destruction. Use it for higher vibrational things, to connect the world, to consider others, to inspire, not to cause rebellion, destructive energy. You know what I mean? So let's see. What crystal or gemstone would be helpful for the month of October 2025 for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node? All right, we got sodalite. Okay, so this beautiful stone enhances meditation and opens the spiritual plane, making it easier for you to understand and explore. Look at that, guys. Perfect stone to come out. This is about exploration. This is what I mean. Okay, when you are in deep meditation, sodalite promotes self-acceptance. Perfect stone to come out. And trust in your actions that follows you in your everyday life. Get that ass some damn sodalite, y'all. Okay. Let's see. All right, Spirit, what's going on for career and money? What's that looking like for October? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, please. Okay. Something about anchoring something in. There's some kind of money blocks here and being stuck. This really feels like a continuation of the energy check. Somebody needs to switch gears. It could have something to do with a commitment here. Okay, long-term investments, partnership. I feel like somebody's not in the right partnership. This is about working together, but something's like the gears aren't going smooth. They're not operating right. Somebody they don't really like participate in teamwork. This feels like a one-sided situation, energy. Like I said, very lazy and entitled. Okay, there's money blocks. Water energy. Somebody could be on travel. Maybe you're stable for now, but this is going to change, and it's going to affect some kind of partnership or long-term investment. Somebody's got to switch gears, and they got to put the work. Lucrative ideas, new income source, inspiration, entrepreneur energy, maybe some kind of creative work or a new job. Interesting. Somebody's not going to get an award for this, though, if it's not their own idea. Somebody's not going to pay something off because of their effort it doesn't exist. Somebody here is not a professional at something. They're not destined for fame because some idea might not be their own. Yeah, just something's off here. So Pisces, I think it's time to reassess some things here. All right. I think somebody did something destructive or something like this. No buenos. All right, let's get a suggestion. All right. So let's see. All right, Pisces. Let me get a suggestion card for Pisces, please.